Have you ever thought that some secrets in life are best kept to ourselves? The love and support we get from our families often make us want to share everything, from our hopes and fears to even our boldest dreams. But does complete openness always foster empathy? Or can it sometimes lead to misunderstandings, pressure, and unnecessary conflict? Stoic philosophy suggests that wisdom comes from understanding ourselves and exercising control over what we choose to share. A wise person doesn't reveal everything in their heart but knows when to keep things to themselves. This isn't coldness or indifference, but rather a way of protecting inner peace, avoiding unnecessary complications, and maintaining harmony within family relationships. By holding certain things within, we allow ourselves to grow and keep our mental balance. Let's explore 5 things a wise person, in line with Stoic teachings, should keep to themselves. These secrets serve to protect the self and ensure peace and wisdom in life. Number 1. The true purpose of life. Have you ever pondered your true purpose in life? We often spend so much time chasing careers, wealth, fame, or love. But have you ever stopped to question whether these pursuits bring true meaning? Stoic philosophy not only guides us in seeking the answer to this question, but also teaches us that sometimes the true purpose of life is something we should keep to ourselves, even from our families. One core principle of Stoic philosophy is self-control and discipline. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not." This leads us to an important truth. Our life's purpose is deeply personal and within our control, not anyone else's, not even our families. But why should a wise person keep this goal to themselves? Family, of course, offers invaluable emotional support, but sharing too much about your deepest dreams doesn't always bring the expected benefits. Stoicism teaches us that everyone needs space to grow and develop in their own way. Sharing grand goals with family can lead to misunderstandings or, worse, pressure from their expectations. In modern life, we can see this clearly in the stories of successful entrepreneurs. Take figures like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs. They had grand ambitions, but would they have succeeded if they had to explain their dreams to their loved ones every step of the way? Many family members or friends often focus on the risks and failures, wanting stability and safety, while we may be striving for things they don't yet understand. Stoic philosophy emphasizes self-control. Each individual must take responsibility for their path and make decisions without being swayed by external pressure. A wise person understands that while family may have good intentions, they are not responsible for our dreams. Each of us has deeper goals beyond material success, such as personal growth, inner peace, or discovering life's true meaning. These goals are often intangible, and not everyone will understand or empathize with them. For instance, if you decide to leave a stable job to follow a passion, your family may oppose it, not understanding why you'd trade safety for something they see as uncertain. But Stoicism teaches us that what matters most is whether we truly understand and appreciate our goals, not what others think about them. Take Henry David Thoreau, for example. He spent 2 years at Walden Pond to explore living a simple life, free from society's constraints. His family and society didn't understand him, but for Thoreau, this was the path to freedom and inner peace. Like Stoic philosophers, he lived by his own principles. So, here's a thought-provoking question. If you share your goals with family and face opposition, will you have the resolve to continue? Stoicism teaches that self-confidence and the ability to persevere are more important than anything else. The true purpose of life is personal, and sharing it too much with others, even family, can be harmful. It doesn't mean we don't love our families. It means that everyone needs space to develop. By keeping your goals to yourself, you protect your peace and avoid the burden of others' expectations. Remember, your goals are yours alone to define, and only you can truly understand the path you're on. Number 2, inner anxieties and fears. In modern life, who hasn't faced feelings of anxiety, insecurity, or fear? These emotions seem inseparable from human nature. They arrive uninvited, and sometimes we feel swept away with no way out. However, for a wise person, especially one following Stoicism, recognizing and managing these emotions is crucial. Stoicism doesn't deny anxiety or fear. It acknowledges them as natural human emotions. The difference is in how we confront them. Stoics believe we shouldn't let these emotions dominate us. Instead, we should view them as signals to improve our self-control. Epictetus once said, "It's not external events that disturb people, but rather the judgments and perceptions they form about those events." This means anxiety doesn't come from the external world, but from how we choose to react to situations. When we worry, it doesn't necessarily mean the situation is as bad as we think. It simply means we are viewing it negatively. A wise person following Stoic philosophy should avoid oversharing their inner anxieties and fears with their family. Why? Because, with all their love and concern, family members may not understand the depth of your personal worries. Worse, they may make things more complicated. When we share our anxieties, particularly about personal matters, it can create pressure, lead to misunderstandings, or make family members feel helpless when they can't offer a solution. Have you ever noticed that when you share a worry, it seems to grow bigger in the minds of others? For example, when you express concern about your career or health, your family might become more anxious, creating unnecessary tension. Stoicism teaches that some emotions should remain private to allow us to process them on our own. We can't control everything, but we do have control over how we react to situations. Keeping inner anxieties to ourselves is not about avoidance. It's about protecting our peace of mind and not burdening others. Many successful people don't share their worries because they know that spreading anxiety doesn't lead to solutions. It just increases tension. They learn to control their anxieties and face challenges with strength. What if we kept our worries to ourselves and confronted them on our own? It may feel isolating, but it also helps us realize our inner strength. Stoicism doesn't suggest we ignore emotions. It teaches us to accept them calmly and use them for growth. Sometimes, silence is the best medicine. When we keep our minds calm, anxiety loses its power. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "Worrying does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace." This is a lesson all wise people should remember. Anxiety is temporary, but a calm mind can overcome it. Number 3. Mistakes from the past. We all have mistakes from the past, things we wish we could undo. But should we share all these past mistakes with others, especially with our family? Stoic philosophy suggests that reflecting on mistakes is essential for growth, but not everything should be shared, especially when revealing certain mistakes could lead to unintended consequences. A wise person understands that not every mistake needs to be discussed. In many cases, silence is a sign of wisdom. Stoic philosophy teaches that the severity of a mistake isn't as important as how we view it and what we learn from it. So, why should we feel the need to share every mistake, especially when it could result in judgment or misunderstanding from our loved ones? Sometimes sharing mistakes can cause more harm, both to ourselves and to others. For example, if someone made poor financial decisions in the past and shares it with their family, it could create unnecessary worry or tension. Instead, Stoic philosophy teaches us to face our mistakes in silence, learn from them, and move forward with confidence. Take the example of Seneca, who lived through many hardships. It's through learning from mistakes that we grow and change, but not everyone can fully understand this. Sharing old mistakes might bring pain to loved ones who can't view them with understanding. Moreover, constantly revisiting the past can trap us in a negative mindset. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present and what we can control, rather than dwelling on past errors. If we constantly bring up our mistakes, they cloud the present and disrupt our peace. A wise person doesn't let past mistakes dictate the future. Think of entrepreneurs or leaders who have faced major failures. Do they share every detail of their failures with their families? Not usually. They know the most important thing is to learn from those mistakes and move forward. So ask yourself, what would sharing past mistakes accomplish? Would it improve the relationship or stir up negative emotions? Stoicism teaches us that sometimes silence about our mistakes is not about concealment, but a way to protect our peace and the well-being of those we love. The decision to share or not share mistakes isn't about honesty. It's about wisdom in communication.